The 60s are back. Now, sometimes it feels like they never went away. But this season in Milan, we've seen the silhouettes of the 60s, the fabrications of the 60s. The silvery sheen, which suggested the future to people in the 60s. So in a way, what we're seeing is once again that notion of nostalgia for the future. But one good thing about the 60s is that there's an optimism in these clothes.
There was definitely a sci-fi subtext. I wanted it to look really futuristic, and my inspiration initially was a 60s dress that Emilia made.
There was a lot of silver in Milan, a lot of metallics. Also evokes the future in a way, and evokes the 80s, which were another decade that were very much present this season. Fashion does love its 60s, it does love its 80s, it's even loving its 90s at the moment. In fact, fashion loves the past.
It's always a little bit of the 60s, but it's all very future, the metallics especially, and I'm mad about that gold coat and the gold short. We're having a big 80s moment, so there's no better time for all of this.
What do you walk away from this week in Milan thinking about?
Well, to be honest, I've been a little disappointed in the Milan season. I think it's been too retro for my taste, too many disco babes. I mean, obviously there were outstanding collections like Prada. The past informs the present, but Miuccia doesn't send the girls out looking like they're reflecting the 70s or the 60s, as so many other people have been doing this week. They look like a modern woman, and that's what separates her from the rest of the pack.
In this season, everybody's talking about the Versace influence in fashion. What do you have planned for us?
It will be too easy for me to go back to the archives and put on the runway the 80s Versace. I think Versace has to look forward, push forward. Everything is more sophisticated, but still glamorous, still very sensual.
I like the idea of the craft and the knowledge of a house like Fendi, but to use materials they normally were not supposed to use or didn't use in the past. It's to make a better future with the enlarged elements of the past.
The silver was there, the silicone was there, touch of fluo was there, the metallic on the bags. I think you have all the tendencies of the next season in one show.
It's very futuristic at the same time, but it has kind of like a bit of a 60s edge to it.
When I look back on this season, I think I'll remember its strength as being the extreme micro-mininess of skirt lengths. A kind of uniform celebration of the leg. It looks fresh, it looks young, it looks energetic, and it looks optimistic, which means that Milan is kind of in line with New York.